not, we have to do some adjustments, but hey, otherwise I'm prepared. I like it anyway. Evening hot dog pint Andy. Wow, it has worked. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm hoping on this one we get the 4K camera as opposed to you know the 720 was the best we were getting on the other one. So yes, yes, Kumbawa, hot dog pint Andy. How are you, good sir? That Jones Goods was a bit tasty yesterday. You're getting 720 still. I wonder if it's just a thing for streaming direct to YouTube rather than anything else. I don't know. Stupid thing. Next week, well, hang on, I don't know if there's going to be on next week. The next one, we'll have it on via the computer. I'm getting annoyed with this. Yes, it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, that one. So, can I tap the screen and make it focus on things a bit closer to? That's a bit of a scary view, isn't it? Oh, there's a bit of a pointless stream. First so you can see them. Is that how they usually look, this sort of blurry? Just a second. Try tilting that down a bit more. See how this goes. Oh, now he's cutting my face off. Some people would say it's a good thing. It's all a bit of a... That's just going to be the best we get, I think, isn't it? So I have got the chaff ahead of me now, as opposed to having to look down. So the chaff is all stay facing the same way. But yes, no, enjoyed the stream yesterday. Enjoyed it. Nice to actually make it for a change. I should be able to next weekend. I suppose you've got one on again then. Because I'm not doing anything till Monday. So it depends Monday how late I get back as to whether I'm able to do a stream or not. I might still be able to do one anyway. Yeah, I'll still do something, I think, but I've got a couple of thoughts on Monday. It's back to Duxford Monday. But yes. So we're looking at the... Actually getting oh, blimey. It's hard to get rolling, isn't it? It's hard to get rolling. It's hard to get rolling. So we will look at some of the trains running around us. So here we have two locos, double header. The lead engine is D51 class, number D51200, a Mikado, and that is paired with Pacific C57-1 of the C57 class, and they are hauling SL Yamaguchi. Excuse me, two very rare examples of still running pre-war built steam locomotives. That's great. Okay, excellent. All right, I will not fiddle further. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. The cars they haul are modern builds, but made to look old style. The original Yamaguchi cars were Series 12s, which is the other set we have running here. It's just coming onto view now, and this is C56-160, and it's train of 12 series cars. Now, the ones for SL Yamaguchi, they did have a balcony added to them eventually, and they were painted the great livery of the newer cars there, which is a retro livery. It's the old livery. Right. So, just a bit about the C56, because it's not on SL Yamaguchi. He actually helped found the SL Yamaguchi service. But here, it's actually representing a train it pulled here previously. So it is a JR West tourist train called SL Kita Buwako, which ran until autumn 2019. They started operation in 1995 between Maibara and Kinomoto on the Hokuriku main line. Yeah, so it was a mainline speed service bought by the Mogul between 1995 and 2019, and part of 2019 it moved over to SL Yamaguchi, which is also the train that's now coming to view here. And obviously the Series 12 cars are representing that. Now, I had the opportunity to make this SL Yamaguchi, give it the headboard and everything, but I decided to find a photograph of the locomotive this year, because I brought the locomotive model this year. It came out this year, so I brought it this year. Because of the choice of black or red backed number plates, excuse me. And there was actually a photo taken the very month I brought this engine, where they'd actually revived this train. The look of it, put the headboard on the engine, and they did some runs with it. 1 kilometre run wasn't too long, and I thought, well, that's good what it is, because I've got the Series 12 cars, and we can do that. Konbawa, Jake, how are you? Hope you're well. So those are our two trains for the start of today. Later on we'll be swapping them over, because I actually have another train of Kyoto Railway Museum, another locomotive. I'm not too bad, thank you. Quite bad, Jack. Not been sleeping too well. I'm really not sure what caused it, but yeah. But otherwise okay. Otherwise okay. So all the models you see here are by Kato, and all we'll do when it comes to running the other steam locomotives of the museum by model. That's a fib. That's a fib. I've got two of them. I've got another one. Ah. One of them will just put on static, because we have run it before. It wasn't massively happy. Yeah, you are. So we'll just pop it here on display. That's one of them. and when we run the final one, in keeping with how it would be if you went to see it, I can't have the appropriate cards with it, but we'll try and do something in keeping with how you usually see it. Now, we'll actually put it on um, we'll put on a modern unit with it and go the other way. This one's a 2.6 though, this one. It does run. It does run. It's a bit grumpy, but it does run. There we are. There we go. It do quite well. I don't know if I can have it do a run pass for you. That's assisted by B51 there. Oh no. Come on you. Don't be a grumpy guts. I'm not sure when the last time the real one round was. Here we go, here we go. Here we are. Yes. Not sure when the last one, the real one actually steamed last, but yeah, it does live there, and they do get it out occasionally. I mean, it's a nice video of it coming out to next to the C62, which is the one we're going to run later. C62 too. So we are 4 locomotives of the Kyoto Rail Museum in my ownership there, steam locomotive. I think I actually have one of their electrics as well. So this is looking at the steam locomotive, save that one for another day. And yeah, I think that's the hardest bit I find of thinking of these is what the theme's going to be, if there's going to be a theme over the few different I want. Now I've run these quite a lot since last Monday because they went on Tuesday and went on to layout on Christmas Eve, and they have run almost every day since then. So I'm really ready for something else. So I was trying to think what we do next Monday if I'm in here. There's a possibility I may be away. That's next Monday, but as I say, if I'm away, I'll do one of my streams from the hotel room or something. We'll do something. Try to do something with it. No points. I say it's just 2 ovals. That's all it is. Very simple. It's really a keep it simple, stupid layout. Nope, not for that whole week. So, yes. No, so quite unlike a layout of mine, it actually did have points on it, which got called pointless during a live stream. By a seemingly well-loved YouTuber, Moderator YouTuber, that also does engage. And that's his humorous tales. That's those most hints I'm going to give. Who called that layout pointless? This one quite literally is pointless. Thank you. I shall. Let's say it's a trip to Duxford on Monday. Yes, 3 trips, 1 a month, in as many months. There's so much to see and take in. It's more about the company as well. Meet with a friend there, and actually I've got a model kit to deliver this time because eBay, for whatever reason, the buyer kept rejecting his bids. And I was like, right, well, here, I'll send me the details. I'll see if I can put a bid in on it, and mine worked. We got it for less than what he was prepared to pay. So yeah, done well there. It's a K21 glider in 132 scale. I prefer things with engines on the propellers. But yeah. Oh, very cool. Is that in N or other? Duxford, yeah, I don't, you know what, I don't know. I think it's about 24 quid to get into Duxford. This is the benefit of the IWM membership. So I think it's about 24.50 or so, say 25. But because I'm a member, IWM member, it's, what do I pay? I think I pay about 5 a month, 10 a month, something like that. And it's free, and as many free entries as I want to that one. It's to that, the Cabinet War Room, and the HMS Belfast. Basically, the ones they charge for, I can walk to for free. Full blown air shows, I get or I used to, I don't still do, used to get a discount on those. But the flying days, not the flying air days, the flying days, which used to be called showcase days, when they fly, doesn't also Navy aircraft. It's an afternoon, no afternoon event. Starts about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that sort of time. And it's a few aeroplanes. It's not a full blown air show. It's a taster, I suppose. But they're all themed. Like there's the one, the American Air Day. It's called the Americans. Their Sally B will go up as one of the items. They're all free as well for members. So you only have to go. You only have to go a few times really to get your money back. Go twice, that's 50 quid just on a normal day, you know. So yeah. And my friend's also he's a working member, so a volunteer, so he gets in for free on that basis. Now I know that you used to be able to, I don't know if you still can, there used to be a thing where you could get in free if you were a member of the Catalina and or Sally B groups. That's why you didn't have to be a working member, you join the club. But I don't know if that still is a thing or not. Do you know what, Andy? I agree, the cats did go very strange. Have to say, I had a cracking sausage and mash with onion gravy. Yeah, they put seasonal greens in there, they put a bit of kale and two peas. Two peas. It still makes me tickle. But very generous with the mash, very generous with the gravy, and the sausages were fantastic. I like big sausages as well. And I say, 10 quid or so, but okay, is enough. But it was, I didn't feel cheated. It was a good amount. I didn't want much for my dinner, I'll put it that way, when I got home. It did me well. So yeah, not too horrific there, but yeah. But it's definitely, the Peapod soup's still around. Well, they call it Dig for Victory soup now, so you don't really know what you're getting. And do you know what? Twice now I've had mystery soup from there. I've not had a clue what I've had. It's just like, but it was really nice. Whatever that was really nice. Freaking clue what it was. And I did ask. Oh well, yeah. And Kombawa, Brian. How are you, good sir? But no, it's best to take your own lunch, I think, sometimes. cream of leftover soup. That's probably about it, Andy. That's probably about it, mate. last thing was definitely curried something. Makes me think of Mrs. Miggins' pie shop when she does all the French bits for the revolution, the aristocrats escaping France. Just watched the UCR Ring of Coast project. All looking good. Alright, so it's still on track for that, right? Excuse the pun. Well, don't excuse the pun. You. But yeah, no, there is so much to see there. If you actually take time to look at things in detail, if there's volunteers or engineers working, you know, in my experience thus far, they've all been more than happy to stand in. Hell, one of the security guards last time had stood and had a chat with me for a while. You know, I was asking about his job, like how much does he actually have to deal with? Is it just chucking sadaks like me out when the museum's closed and we won't go home? He said no, it's more if there's bits of the playground closed, then stopping people just moving the barrier out of the way for their kids to go on it. Then the reason it's closed. Yeah, or if someone falls over and hurts themselves or something, it's not even a 1940s airfield, it's older than that. You know, it goes back to the Great War originally, but the hangars are definitely 20s, 30s. It's an old airfield now, and yeah, you know, the ground's not even, so yeah, it's the biggest things. I promise not to fall over. But yeah. Indeed, the Great Central is indeed a great place, yes, indeed. I just wish they had, to them, I wish they had some nicer scenic views, though the view across the viaduct, across the reservoir, I'm trying to remember what it's called now, Switzerland, I'm trying these teeth out for the dog, and I've got a mind to send them back. Switzerland Reservoir is very nice, and those bits as you get towards Leicester and north as well from that farm, that's quite nice as well. Okay, Grill Country, you're in reunification. Oh right, yes, is this your layout? I saw the videos where you tore the guts out of it, and you do the spot of rewiring, I see. How's it going? All well, I hope? I'm the main linebacker only by New Year's Day. Oh, well done, sir. Excellent work. Excellent. Yes, I do have a layout. I need to be rewiring myself. It's meant to be a this time of year project. I might grab it down tomorrow and see what I can do with it, because depending on how I sleep tonight. There is some video of a layout called the Happiness Line or the Happiness Railway, which is a we're really shocked to hear it's a Japanese branch line terminus. In Engage, obviously. Well, not obviously in Engage, I suppose. I could have done an HO, a number of weird gauges. I'm still toying with that O-Gauge D51 that I've spotted for sale online. But yes, basically I put Games Workshop Citadel snow texture paints all over it, and I was really happy with the effect. Still am. But the track seems to be the devil's own job to keep clean. I don't know what's going on with that. Constantly cleaning. Absolutely constantly cleaning it. Midway through a running session, and I retired it. Well, I've had a mind. I might just put power to every piece of rail, as if it was a DCC layout. Sorry, Brian, I'm swearing in your presence. Good sir. Yeah. A minute high. But wire it as if it is, even though it will be running analog. Because you are watching Analog Trains, Brian. You are amongst friends here. I've got two Kato SX controllers here, one doing each line, they run fine. They're brilliant. Swear by these controllers, they are wonderful. And of course, capture controllers for Cafe Track. Yeah, of course it will work here. So has anyone else been working on any? I think he means the bullet, Andy. Because he said you said he'd bitten the bullet and spat it, and he said he spat it out. Just unfortunately hit the moment we're talking about DCC. Oh dear. The joys of online communication, eh? But yes. But no, so no, Jake. So the plan is on this layout is keep it simple. Just keep 2 loops, do some scenery, keep something somewhere to run the trains. Just somewhere to run the trains, because ultimately this is only going to be a temporary layout in here anyway. Because once we're due to have the windows replaced at some point. I must have a drink in a minute. I've got the bottle here. Yeah, so we're going to have the windows replaced, and once that's done, I've got some proper baseboards that I had custom cut. I've forgotten the company I use now, but they've been custom made for this space, and they're much bigger than this. And yeah, we'll have a proper layout. I will have some turnouts and things on it. Meanwhile, in the garage, once that's all done, there'll be another layout again in there with turnouts and all sorts as well. I'm even considering possibly trying to recreate something real life in there. But yes, I'll pour that drink. So yes, as I say, has anyone else? We know Brian's been remodelling, electronics of his layouts. Anyone else been doing any layout work or just enjoying their trains over the days they've had off? Obviously, a slight wait, it's an indication. I say that as a 52-weeker. This is the, apart from bank holidays, these 2 weeks they're only regular school holidays I get off. I'm just the cheeky kid that's managed to get a week on the end of my own leave booked off as well. Yes, crossbones are off from the Canaries, you're quite right, Andy. And before I came on live, I was just catching up with the citizens of Big Gulch. I've got to the point where Lil and Rusty Twanger have both just done their rehearsals. Too cold, off and shut down on Sunday and run. Don't blame me, it is bitter out there, isn't it? I went for 2 really weird things. 2 walks earlier. And different times. One was this morning about 9, and then one this afternoon about 3. Freezing both times. It's quite warm in here, I will admit, but even still. So that's any other question for you. Do you like this format where you're looking at me, or would you? Because I used to do. You just see the trains. I just used to point the camera at the trains, and you didn't see me at all. I'm happy to do either. I was just thinking about the fact they're out of focus at the front there. Guys will notice in the house, otherwise I couldn't point to the left. Yeah, and that's why, regardless of what happens in the garage, I always want one here. Just so I can run the trains. Because after recent events that happened during the high winds to a very good friend of mine, well, a friend of mine, good friend of mine, and his father's layout, The high winds brought the neighbour's tree down straight on top of the shed and smashed the layout to pieces. It's 20 odd years worth of work. You've gone up and just been obliterated. Now, very fortunately, the expensive components, the controllers, the locomotives, the rolling stock, he always takes inside the house and keeps them there for security reasons. And obviously, it's all the scenic work he's done in that time. He'd made his own stations and sheds, good sheds and all sorts. They've all been scratch built, and they're all obliterated. But so I'm definitely heeding that lesson. Not that I think the garage will ever be made a tree falling on it, but accidents will happen, and so on and so forth. So I will be keeping my rolling stock with me. Roll on the spring. Yes. I do like autumn, winter, I will admit. Spring's fine as well. It's summer I'm not massively keen on. I don't do any heat. GCR supporter, Kumbawa, and how are you? Good to see a new face, I believe. Mark? How are you? I think that's right down. How are you? There you go. Question worth asking. It's worth asking 3 times. Right. Let us add you to our Shogun's retainer. There it is. That's the option I want there. And I want this option, please. Save. There we go. You can now post links to your videos. Ask anyone else. By the way. Yeah. As I said earlier on, not be sleeping too well, so I'm a little bit sort of, but apart from that, mostly okay, thank you. Mostly okay. I've just had an invite to go to York tomorrow. That might be a bit of a push, actually, I'm thinking. But, New Year's traffic, that may not be sensible. I'm guessing York's usually probably quite busy, isn't it? But we were indeed talking about the VCR not long ago. Of course, the best thing about the Great Central Railway is it's built to content a loading gauge. So, if Christmas was to come into vast millions of pounds, billions of pounds potentially, I could try and rescue one of those standard gauge D51s. I'd potentially run it there. So, just for anyone who's joining you, or you may not be familiar what a D51 is, at the head of the double-header train with the brown carriages, the first locomotive is a 282 Mikado, and that is a D51, I think D51-200, and we might only just see it. Oh, it's going behind the coaches, it's going behind the coaches, it is there. But yes. I think it's capable of about 65 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that'd be fast enough for the postal service, but good to see it have a go. Oh, we're going to get to it. We might just see a bit of it yet. There it is. And behind that is a Pacific, a lightweight Pacific really. That's C57 class, C57-1, the class leader. And they are pulling SL Yamaguchi, which is a steam service that goes up to Yamaguchi Shrine, or Shrine in Yamaguchi Prefecture. Don't usually double head. Some special occasions they have double headed together like this before. Just after running them now. And on the other track is a C56. This is a mobile, and that is putting Series 12 coaches on a train that ran from 1995 to 1919. What was thinking about Class 50s? They're a bit out of the gate for me. They're alright, they can be quite fun at events. People tended to catch fire in the early days, didn't they? I believe. When they're on the West Coast Main Line. Before we got moved elsewhere. That'll be the very early days. Probably one of those things where it only happened to one of them and the reputation stuck. Yes, that is very true. I mean, I say one of my most fun runs on behind a diesel was behind a 50 is at Sun Valley actually. I think. 4 Great Western coaches with a Class 50 on the front. As soon as you open the throttle wide, there's only one thing that's going to happen. Boom! Yes, that was quite fun. That was behind one of the GBRF pair when they were still that colour. I believe they've been repainted again, haven't they now? Right. I see we've actually gone over the halfway mark, so I'll now prepare the second trains. Put it away for you, sir. A bit. Coming from the great library. We'll do the easy one first. Had a foot plate ride on a 31. What a bone shaker. Alright, wow. Good old 31 ride. I think. Oh, is it not in Judo Library anymore? Haven't seen it since it wasn't. I assumed it was permanently in that colour. I bet it was quite an experience, that one. Hot dog, do you remember how quick it got up to? Oh, it was quite a hefty couple of coaches and didn't even pick them up. So now, the last of our Kyoto Railway Museum steam locomotives is on the move, which is C62-2. Excuse me. Pop that there. Just in time to grab its case. And we'll run the D51 up the ramp. So we'll pop these here. So they remain in sight as we run the running order to be our guard. So still to buy tickets as well. Wow. Yes, they are incredibly noisy in there, aren't they, Brian? Yes, 37227 I went through that one's engine room. When I was still at Shaxton. Yes, very noisy and uncomfortable place. Right. So C622, you usually be seen putting about 3 cars on the demonstration track. The track is very much akin to dig cuts, I suppose, where it's quite a short running line and you get a couple of back and forths on it. And then you've got the turntable and the roundhouse and that sort of thing. 6 on our alarming sway and bone crushing track. I thought, oh, blimey. Put you through it then, did it? Put you through the mill. Right. Now, this isn't an exact train that you'd see running past, but it's an indication of the this will serve as an indication of the trains that are running past the museum as the demonstrations are being given. Loosen your fittings. Yeah. Alright, I don't actually have any yet, he says. Quite honestly. But somewhere between now and a year's time, that could change. Oh, come on. What's going on here then? What's going on here? Come on. There we go. False Steve would have been out and gone. Thanks very much, Brian. Another gauge basically is my double O gauge. Okay, so it is, but also like to look into O gauge. Oh wow, that's a big one. That's a big one. I do have a couple of bits of O gauge. Yeah. So it'd be good to see. Good to see. Do you have any videos of your layouts or collection online on YouTube? I mean, if you do, feel free to link. That goes for everyone. If there's anything you want to link. So this, on the outer track now, we have the J Electric Car Panorama Express Alps. There's lots of many people on that actually. But just giving the flavour of the modern train line running next to the museum. Put it in perspective. So if you want to put your links across, feel free into the chat. You should be able to. So you can see what you've been up to. So I don't have any bullet trains, I'm afraid. I might be looking into them. Because with the bigger layout, I could have some perspective further back. So yes, there might be bullet trains coming in the future. You know, I've got is the one it's a single car diesel unit It's made to look like a Series 0 can cancel at one end. Test the GWR Prairie engine. You like Thomas the Tank Engine? It's good at getting kids into the hobby. I know a lot of people are still very enthusiastic, and I wouldn't mock them for it. All are welcome. I do have a Thomas, which is the C11 based Thomas that runs on the Origara Railway. So it's actually a 264 tank. It's total 260. However, to my knowledge, it's the only Thomas that runs on the main line, because there are no heritage railways. They've also had a James based on a C56, which is a mogul. Oh, you had one, did you? Oh, wow. 55 years ago. Oh, I thought you meant the bullet train 45 years ago. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there's a TV show. I didn't have any of the haunty ones or anything like that. I had the Earth to Metal ones. But yeah. No, the real ones took my... The actual trains took my interest far earlier in my life than continuing Thomas ever did. By the age of 4, I knew what Mallard was, Black Fives, Flying Scotsman, Snyder, Gross League, Duffer Hamilton. I mean, given that Duffer Hamilton was still running back then as well. Yeah, so I knew what the real engines were. And that took my interest far more. So you go on, the thing with myself as well is, on the flip side of this, aviation was my other interest, and again about the same time. And of course, okay, there was Budgie the helicopter, but there wasn't an awful lot aviation-wise that was like Thomas either. So I was very used to looking at the normal, real, true, you know, the real life stuff there, and just naturally adapted to it for the train. Watson Richards was interesting in Big Boys, wouldn't you tell me this one? You see that, you pick a photo or a video of that locomotive, understandable. Impressionable. Sorry, will leave a big impression on young minds. But yeah, never will tell anyone they're wrong for enjoying Thomas. If it brings you joy, you keep on with it. Power to your elbow. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm all about encouraging things like that. Tell you what, I'll show you my thing. Just to show I'm not blowing smoke at your ass. We'll go to the library. The great library. And I can pull it out straight away. In fact, I do have, tell you what, Thomas fans, stand by. We'll actually get a trailer. Not with my Steam Thomas, but I do have a unit that would take the place of this one. But yeah, there we go. There is my Thomas. That was a kit that I had to build and paint myself. Tonics now do this one, not ready to run as well. Well, they did. I don't know if you can still guess it or not. Obviously they did do the proper one as well. Well, the in character Thomas as well. But yes, so that's the Origara Railway then. You get some cars because they painted the cars in the same livery as the railway. Exactly, Andy. Exactly. Railways with railways. Yes. That's nice. Thomas looks a bit like a standard 4G tank. Yeah, the C11 is very similar to a standard 4 tank. So the railways you're looking at here are to a gauge of 3'6", but they standardised on locomotive design very early, very early. In fact, if you put it in UK terms, the time that standardised design was coming in over there, it was pre-grouping stuff here. So yeah, but this is as a country, so this is different to the Great Western Brighton standardisation in that regard, because it affected the whole country. So yes, right, which is why there are over 1,000 of these. Thomas was a J50 originally. In more recent years, he's become an E2, a Brighton E2. But say, my Thomas actually runs in Japan, or ran in Japan. You could go and see it on the Origara Railway. Randall Ellison, Kambawa, and how are you, good sir? Right, so Thomas fans hang around. We'll replace this electric train with another one that is actually Thomas themed, because I'm sure you'll know, I won't insult your intelligence, that there is a Thomas Land in Japan, a theme park. It celebrated an anniversary, I think. Oh, God, I can't remember now off the top of my head. I did so. Oh, I thought I had a. I didn't. Let's say it's on here. 20 years of being open, and they actually decorated a EMU with Thomas characters. So we'll run that one because it keeps the theme going, doesn't it? This is a Polytech model that I have to motorise myself, so it still needs lights in it one day. Cool down. So that's motorised with atomic chassis. It's windy out here, not twisters though. Oh, good. Glad it's not twisters. So sorry to hear it's all gusty. There you go then. Another one I haven't run for a while. That'd be really nice, that. Skies are clear. Oh, wow. Right. So, in the true spirit of things, we make you a retainer of the clan. Where's our other little friend didn't get made a retainer? And test the Jura Pro Engine, you're also now a retainer on the clan. We all are really, I'm not trading anything. We all sell them. So there we are. So yeah, so both my Thomas things are ones that run on the real railway. This unit is a Series 6000, car numbers 6502, 6602 and 6652. Randall should have one by now, I'd hope. Or a J20 kit. Yeah, if I originally a J50, then an E2. Hopefully, yeah, he should now be a moderator. If Randall comments again, should now have a spanner. The problem is, yes, apart from the wind, how are you then? Thanks for your answer. Hey, there we go. Then you get pretty barren once you get out of town, lots of prairies. Oh wow. I'm afraid all I know of Kansas comes from Wizard of Oz, which isn't a great deal really, is it? You see a farm. Seen one which you've seen them all, absolutely. Do you know, I mean, kudos to anyone who goes to it and enjoys themselves. I really do take my hat off to them. Someone mentioned yesterday, was it the new Wicked film? A karaoke session one. I cannot think of anything worse than being sat in a cinema trying to watch a film with a load of tone deaf people all screeching along to the songs. I honestly cannot understand why you pay to do that. Head towards Oklahoma and Texas, there's more towns not quite sure spread out. Oh right, to get more built in the spring, so to get Texas. Oh, that's fine. Rusty Fire, yes, it's cowpoke time, yes. Oh, just, yeah. Bless them, they'll all be singing their little hearts out, and as I say, just, oh, think why. It worries me, I mean, it's not a film I want to go see anyway, that one, but there is that apparently in the normal showings people are singing along, and it's all like, don't you start getting that into your heads that that's okay to do, because it's not fair on those who haven't seen the film before to, come to watch the stars perform. Anyway. Right, folks. I know we usually go for 2 hours, but like I say, not been sleeping well, so I'm going to call it there. Oh, blimey, Andy. Pure coincidence, of course. But yes, I should call it there. I hope it's been enjoyable. I didn't run too much into Danny for it tonight compared to last time. Just a little bit on the C56. I look forward to whatever we end doing next Monday night. We'll try and keep it going. Oh, new to you train. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Wait, is that your next is that your stream on then, Brian? Is that the your monthly waffle. Yes, I bet it did. They're not used to that sort of thing on soil, are they? Toast Backman. Oh, nice, nice. You got a full rate of the LMWR coaches. I don't even know they're out or not yet. I'm going for the stream. Excellent, yeah, that'd be cool. I look forward to watching. I look forward to tuning in. I mean, there's a possibility if I am here, there's a possibility I might have a couple of new toys myself in these things. Next thing. But yeah, we'll save those again. But yeah, say it's been great of you to spend your time with me. So all it needs me to say is arigato gozaimasu and sayonara. Take care, love. Now you're going to have to come lunging towards the camera to turn the stream off. So forgive me. Just please